G'day, Steve Morgan here, Australian Bass Tournaments with one of our most popular grand final champions we've ever had. This is the conclusion of the Daiwa BREAM series for 2021. We fished the Clarence River. We're here at the McLean Showgrounds with a Victorian with his hands on the trophy and a $50,000 Alloycraft boat. Mario Vukic, feeling pretty good.
Yeah, mate, look, when you enter any competition, you always enter to win, but coming up to a state that it's not my home state, and I've always, the Clarence, I've had so much, read so much back in the day, and I think I said to you, Steve, I love this river, and I think it brought me good luck for this weekend. So yeah, thanks very much for running it at the Clarence.
Yeah, it's obviously Mario's favourite river now. But Mario, you caught a decent bag of fish on day one, around 2.6 kilos, sitting at the bottom end of the top 10.
Yep.
Swooped on day two with the giant 3.75 kilo bag, the biggest bag of the whole tournament. Tell me the adjustments you made and the tackle you used to do it, because I know a lot of people will be interested in how do I turn an average result into an awesome result?
Okay, well, anyone who tells you that the boater is the guy that's supposed to teach the non-boater, you can never stop learning. So on the pre-fish, me and Jesse caught most of our fish on plastics and cranker crabs. So I rigged up 4 cranker crabs and 5 plastics. And I had Alan Lavelle as my non-boater, and we got to the spot, we fished the Aluka rock wall all the way, and I was surprised that there was nobody there. I was the only boat for 2 days basically there, so nobody, was fishing it for the whole weekend. And we'd done mainly probably 3/4 of it, and I'd caught a small 30 tip bream on the cranker crab, but it wasn't working, didn't feel the same as it did the day before. And Alan Lavelle put a hard body on, a deep diver, and within 3 or 4 casts, he clunked a nice fish. And I thought, oh, that's good, Al, really good. And then I got just about to the end of it, and he clunked another one. And I thought, righto, I'm going to have to go to hard bodies here. So I didn't even have one tied on. He was using a Hurricane Deep Fatty in black. I didn't have any, but I had one deep diver in a Jackal Chubby in the, I think it's called fishing.com.au. It's a black UV, yeah, black UV. And I put that on, and we did the whole rock wall again, and I got 5 fish and Alan got 3, and I thought, terrific. And then sort of when the sun got up, it stopped. You'd have to throw right hard up onto the rocks and just bring it down, and they were right up hard. But as soon as the sun hit that, they'd go. And plus, first thing in the morning, the water was dirty because it was the last of the outgoing and the blue water hadn't come in yet. So that was day one. Day two, I did exactly the same thing, but it didn't work. I was fishing hard bodies all the way, and I got about 3/4 of the way in, and my non-boater, I told him to put a hard body in. He caught one, and then I get to the end, and I was just about to say, let's go deeper, and I clunked about an 850 grammer, and I thought, that's nice. And then I clunked another couple, but only small fish, and then same thing. It went quiet, and I thought, cranker crab time. It was a glass out today, even at the front. So it's just a confidence lure. I mean, I just throwing it, and I thought they'd go out into the deeper water, so I just fished a lot deeper. That was the adjustment I made from getting 2.6 to 3.75.
Take us through the 2 outfits you got. The hard body rod there, I've seen that on a lot of highlights.
Yep.
That has got the backbone of a noodle.
Yeah, it's the it's old school. It's the G Loomis 842-2
yep.
GLX. I chose this rod, bring this rod, because if I was going to fish a heavier line on the rocks, I just wanted a bit more give in the rod, because the yellowfin, they fight a lot harder than the blacks first up close. So that was the one I used for my hard bodies, and with a Exist, the model before Exist, I just love Daiwa reels, absolutely, smooth as anything. And then for my cranker crab rod, sorry.
Clopping the cameraman.
Water Zombie. I just thought that, again, with the yellowfin, dragging him off the rocks, I needed a little bit more backbone. So I went for the Battler Water Zombie, and one of the new exists. I think it's called an ATD drag.
Yep.
It's sort of, when the fish goes, it locks in. It basically does your fishing for you.
Yep.
It adjusts on the pressure, and it made such a difference today.
It's really good to see that a lot of the anglers support the naming sponsor of the event. You're a big Daiwa fan. You've got
Yep.
your Daiwa reels there.
Yep.
You're throwing lures bought from Retail Tackle, sponsors of ABT, and Cranker, sponsor of ABT. It really is a sponsor karma thing going on. You look after the sponsors. The sponsor gods look after you.
Yeah, look, there's a little bit of a funny story. When I first decided to fish lures properly, I was in Malakuta, and there was a guy that pulled up at outside the pub actually, and he had a bluefin boat, and I said, I'm going to buy that boat. So that was the first boat I cut my teeth in, a bluefin, and we got the bluefin again today. So no, really, really happy. It really got me hooked on fishing with lures, basically. Yeah.
Well, there you go. Mario has gone through the whole cycle. He started fishing with lures, and he's ended up winning the ultimate BREAM tournament in Australia. $50,000 boat and some trophies that money just can't buy.